if we will start understanding that our bodies is just a vehicle that allows us to express ourselves in our environment, then I need to learn this body. I need to learn how it works. And I need to tune in to what it tells me. And you have a blueprint in your body that would teach you how to master your environment, how to work with it. We have a blueprint in our body that could teach us what balance is. That if we will understand it, we will learn a lot. And the thing is that we need to get basic things. First of all, we all have 6 glands in our body that controls everything. And I'm not going to go to the scientific terms of them, but you need to understand those glands work together. And the nice thing about them, they work independently without you having to do anything about it. Whether you're asleep or not asleep, or you're conscious about it or not conscious about it, you have them, they're working, they don't ask your permission what to do, and they do it. Which is great, because they're not conditioned to your male culture. Now, they control also our cycle, okay? And there are 4, like the 4 seasons, there are 4 stages in our cycles. The first one, it's called the scientific terminology for it is the follicular stage. This is, just to explain to you, this is where the eggs are coming to maturity, okay? Now, this is the time that we are most easy to access our creative energies. This is the best time of the month to start new projects, to develop new products, to create mastermind groups, to become creative. This is the best time for it. And even if you're not tuned to what's going on, just start tracking when are you most creative, and then count days. See, there is a difference. We can do both things. We can either become aware of a process and then use it, or we can first look what is taking place and become aware of it. So even if you're not clear, when is my egg starting to be ready or whatever it is, just start looking at the month and see when all your ideas are coming to life. When are you so creative? When it's so easy for you for masterminds and you come with you. This is the time, okay? This is the time to be creative. The next step is what we call the ovulation stage, okay? Now, this is the time we have the best communication skills. When you want to express yourself, this is the best time. When you need to do this tough call, when you need to do this important, conversation with somebody, this is the time on the month. This is also the time when you have the highest energy. Really, it's the best time to do those negotiation talks. It's the best time to ask for joint ventures. It's the best time to ask for a loan or for an investor or to go on a first date. Or to solve a conflict with your partner. You are so irresistible at this part of the month. They can't say no to you at this time. Because this is the time when your energy is totally high. You don't even have to, most of us, when I say raise your energy, you need to work it out, right? But there are some days that you get up in the morning and your energy is anyway high. How many recognize that? It's probably that time of the month. Also, this is also that part of the month that you can communicate yourself. You have no problems communicating. How many find that there are days in the month that you have no problem saying what you have? It's clear. And there are some days where you go, and you're foggy, and how many recognize that? Because it's not that stage. Now, wouldn't it be great if we'll start tuning to it? If we'll start learning how to master it? And that's what I'm saying, start being tuned to that. The next stage is called the luteal stage. It's that part between ovulation and menstruation. This is the time when we were warned by our mothers, it's the dangerous part to get pregnant. Or those of you that wanted to get pregnant, that was the important stage, okay? So this is the time that your body produces a huge surge of vitamin B. And what happens, we become very, very detail-oriented. We see all the little dots in between things. This is the best time to organize stuff. You know that wardrobe? You know those drawers that are overflowing with stuff? This is the best time of the month to clear it up and organize it. It's the best time that you can start doing all those complicated plans. It's the best time to write a marketing plan, a communication plan, or even just to organize things, because it comes naturally for you at that time. It's easy. You don't put a lot of effort in it because your mind is anyway focused to small details. It's anyway in your fingers, so it comes effortlessly. How many of you ever struggled to write a plan or to think of it, and you were really frustrated because it didn't come easy? Great, because it wasn't the right time of the month. However, how many find that a few days later or a week later, the same plan just became really easy? Because it was the right time. Now, instead of, struggling, you just realize that there will be in the month, your month, not the calendar month, your month, there will be a time where that will be the right time for it. Let's find it and use it. Let's work with that. And the last part is the menstruation stage. And this is the time when our right brain and our left brain are mostly connected. And what happens when our right brain and our left brain are mostly connected, that's the time when actually a lot of insights come in. It's the time when you go inward and you get a lot of insights, intuition. You're mostly connected to your gut feelings. And you have an ability to look at things from a bigger picture because you can use your full brain. There is no split there anymore. And this is the time in the month that if you want to do any kind of evaluations, any time of introspection, any time for better understanding of the process of where you are, this is the best time. It's not about going out. You'll see that you don't feel like connecting to the out. How many have these days that you just don't feel like connecting, but you want to be inside, right? This is the time. Because you have access to sources of intuition, of gut feelings that before you didn't, or you had to work really hard to get there. If we will start learning from our bodies what is right, you won't get to a burnout.